Get ready to experience a whole new wave of electrifying entertainment this side of your screens. Introducing the new Rock of Manila TV, your one-stop destination for cutting-edge music and entertainment. Rock of Manila is here to shake things up, starting off with the following shows. The country's premier pro wrestling promotion showcases spectacular athleticism, colorful storylines, and larger-than-life characters with Manila Wrestling Federation's Action Novela TV. The return of RJTV's classic sports entertainment show, Pinoy Wrestling. Comics, films, TV, toys, games, science and tech, all the cool stuff that makes you go wow with the geeky misfit gang of Nerd Rage. Join musician Zach Lucero as he rides through the motoring world in his popular online show, Makina. Catch the fresh, eclectic, and dynamic side of music at the Vibe Factory. Get ready as the music goes bigger, harder, and louder with Amped. Join us as we travel back to where the legends lorded over with Pinoy rock and rhythm. And that's just the beginning. There will be more. Feel the shockwave. Rock of Manila TV, where everything rocks. Available on Sky Cable 229, your digital TV boxes, and on Facebook and YouTube Live. And check out our social media pages.
Now, this is the special colors of the basic Skycaster Electric. It's 500 pesos more for the special colors. So from 5,499 for the standard colors, it's 5,999. Still with the maple neck and rosewood fretboard, stainless steel fret, and the nut here, this is called the nut. It's not plastic, it's bone, real bone. And the strings these are RJ Deluxe strings. They come with the RJ Deluxe strings too. So that's the basic. Yeah. Okay, so when you open the box, ready to play na yan. Now, it also comes with a case, strap, cable, guitar cable, okay? Now, let's try the pickups. Let's try the sound. This is the country. This activates this. Now, let's try this. The in-between sound. Beautiful. Okay, now this is the middle sound. This is for these two pickups. It's a little mellower than the in-between. It's also in-between, but a little bassier. Wow. Now here's for this. That's the bluesy sound, the thick sound. So this is the RJ Basic Electrics. These are the special colors, 5,999. This color is copper rose. Now what are the other colors? Dove color, digital lavender. Wow, ganda oh. So you ladies out there, oh, nice colors. Light sage green.
Hello there! Welcome to another episode of Nerd Rage.
Now, this is the special colors of the basic Skycaster Electric. It's 500.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Makina Moto Features. In this episode, we go electric. This, folks, is CF Moto's Ziho AE8 electric scooter.
Everyone here knows how
Ziho ay may dinevelop na tinatawag nilang Cobra powertrain. It has a water-cooled engine na may lakas na 16.7 HP. So, malakas. Now to tell you, this is actually more powerful than a lot of scoots out there with the same size. Lakas talaga siya. More goodies from Ziho. Meron tayong dalawang hydraulic preload multi-section adjustable rear shock absorber units. Meron tayong Brembo calipers. Meron tayong 69 volts, 32 amperes na battery pack na may 2.2 kWh. LED lights tayo. Wala tayong ABS. Sana meron. I'll get to that in a bit. We have 3 modes, Sport, Eco, and Street. Now, like in all of my features, I really only go for the most powerful. Ang sa akin lang kasi, and I say this for all bikes, I actually don't see the point of modes unless tumatalon ka from road and off-road. Yun, I understand that you have to be strict and adjust the bike accordingly kasi iba nga ang kilos sa on-road versus off-road. Pero if you're in one medium, kunyari you're just on the street, for me, I think every rider should have the skill or to study yung throttle response ng bike mo, di ba? I mean, kung kailangan bumagal, edi bumagal ka, di ba? This is just me. I personally feel that I don't need a machine to restrict the power for me to take it easy. Speaking of throttle response, ito na yung pinaka-favorite ko na character dito sa scoot na ito. And I'm talking about the acceleration. Birit talaga considering I'm a big guy. I'm 6 feet, 170 pounds. Yet, in this small scoot, meron siyang gantong klaseng acceleration na medyo naka-scooter ba ako? Ganun ang pakiramdam.
Baby, run free yourself on me fast as you can.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Ziho electric scooter. 100% electric, hindi po siya hybrid, puro siyang electric. Design-wise, I like it. I like how this thing is just slightly slanted going upwards, but more or less yung initial look niya is para siyang parallel to the ground, talking about the floorboard. And then you got your lines over here going shoot, and you got your seat that is slightly inclined going down, but not too much. Tells me that this is comfortable. It's not as sporty, pero looks lang yan ha. Once you ride this thing, my goodness, this thing is fast. Let's take a closer look. In terms of trim and everything that you see out in front, it doesn't feel cheap at all. Everything here looks nice and prime. Seat niya is one of the favorite things that I like. If you look closely at the texture, makikita mo yung mga lines na ganyan, di ba? Yung parang canvasy type. Now for me, this looks futuristic and very Tron. Napanood yung Tron noong araw, noong 80s. May mga lines na ganyan, yung futuristic. That's how it feels to me. That line that goes there. Chuk! Para siyang circuit board ng mga dire-diretso. I don't know. That's just the feel that I get. The side here is also pretty good. If you check out the foam, it's also very, very good. Very, very comfortable seat. It's one of the traits of this scooter that I like. Sobrang komportable siya. Now, paint job, again, maraming beses ko na sinasabi, melo na manufacturer ka na pag hindi mo to magets ng tama. I mean, practically 100% of manufacturers at a certain level na perfect na nila yung paint technology. I mean, you can get good paint. So this is pearl. So if I may have a suggestion here, dito sa gilid, you see the decals. Under Ziho, I wish, since black na kasi itong panel to, sana mas striking yung design dito sa gilid. Yeah, they got triangles here. Sana like neon green or some hot pink or something that will pop out para mas makita natin yung gilid. Kasi right now, the blue is getting drowned out by the black. Now, regarding this symbol, if I may suggest, baka pwede rin nila itong palitan. Why? Because this symbol, at least dito sa Pinas, is associated with a fraternity called Tau Gamma Phi or Triskelion yun, right? So, when isip po yung nakasakay dyan, oy, blood ka. Yung pala, hindi. So, safe to say, this symbol is already owned, at least in terms of sa Pinas. Triskelion na yan, di ba? In terms of the floorboard, talk about hyper-critiquing here. This, I feel, can be improved on. If there's anything here that's a bit not up to par with the quality of the Scoot, I would say it's just the floorboard. But apart from that, everything is pretty top-notch. This has a nice touch to it. You have an aluminum trim here for your feet. Good job on that one. Of course, meron tayong sabitan dito for your gulay, for your bag. So, ang ating foot peg sa ating pillion, just press this. This thing's gonna go down, pretty solid, pretty good quality. To put it back into place, just click it into place. And then touch din tong swing arm natin dito. Very nice touch here. I will show you now how to turn this thing on. You use this thing. Activating things via card, of course, this is nothing new. Hotels use this a lot. Then what you do, you just put the card over here. That's a symbol. Use the card, stick it there. You'll hear that sound, and the display will fire up. So I'm gonna put the card back in the glove. And when you hear that, take out the side stand, press this. Once I press that, it says ready. And basically ready means you're ready. So if I twist it, I can't hear anything. It's so quiet. There's nothing going on here. When you twist this, then you're gonna start to move forward. And the response is just quick, napaka-instant. There's no combustion going on. It's literally turn it on, current comes in. See? Very instant. So, kung paano yung LCD ay nasa likod ng panel, it just looks very classy. Of course, hindi pa tayo nasa TFT display level. But what I'm saying is, kung paano nila na-utilize yung mga materials in relation to display and the black and the plastic, it has this shiny black sheen to it. Napaka-elegante ng dating niya. So, ang controls po natin, gonna be on the left, like some big bikes. Just press adjust and set. And you also have modes here. So, right now, I've been riding this purely on sport mode. If I hit the sport switch, you got streets, and then you got eco. Eco yung pinakatipid. Yung current niya is, kumbaga hindi bombastic pag naka-eco ka. If you go to street, mas malakas ng konti. And of course, sport is walwal. It's giving you all the power that this can dish out. Kumbaga unrestricted yung buga niya. Lalabas niya kagad lahat. So, when you hit adjust, it's gonna adjust the brightness. 5 levels, so that's the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5's the brightest. You got your clock, your trip. In lieu of gasoline, syempre, meron tayong display dito to tell you how much power you still have. Okay? As soon as you hit the side stand down, that will be disabled and you cannot ride it anymore. If you put it up, it's not gonna start right away. You gotta turn it on again and wait for ready to come out. So, even if this thing is on, hindi siya andad. Now, let's take a look at our light. Now, mind you, tanghaling tapat po tayo ngayon, and as you can see, the sunlight is beating down on it, yet it is still nice and bright, as you can see. Napakaganda ng headlight nito. In fact, this is my favorite headlight design so far this year in Makina. You got light over here, you got light over here, and you got your main over here. High beam, low beam, high beam, low beam, high beam, low beam, high beam, low beam. There is your signal light, LED of course. And I like how there's a sound. Donk, donk, donk. Itong concept na may tunog yung signal light mo, napakaganda niya kasi pag nakaliko ka na at nakalimutan mong patayin yan, people behind you think you're turning na hindi naman, delikado yon. So pagka-turn mo, if you still hear this sound, tong tong tong, ibig sabihin umaandar pa yung signal light mo, kailangan mo patayin. Okay? So if you were wondering what this whole thing here at the back, signal light po siya. Laki, no? Like signal light. And then you got your brake systems and you got your brakes over here as well. So as you heard, after a while, nag-auto patay din siya. I mean, I wasn't running, but on its own, namatay naman yung signal light niya, diba? So in terms of ang ating brakes, there you go. Rear brakes. Brakes natin sa harap, meron po tayong disc brake, but it is not ABS for the front, so be careful with that. Sa likod naman natin, it is disc brake as well. So what's cool about this whole thing as well is itong cowl natin na is draping or going over the wheel, sort of covering the wheel, and has a futuristic look to it, diba? Ganda siya. So ang tires po natin, we got CST, makapit. Paano po buksan ang ating seat? Make sure this thing is on. Yan po, meron symbol dyan for the seat, press it. And then we open it up and that's what you get. A lot of the space, of course, at least 1/3 of it, as I see, is for the battery. Ano bang kasya dito sa ating compartments? For chinelas check, size 11, as you can see, that's the only space you get. So size 11 siya, papunta dito, size 11 dito. So para siyang size 11 by size 11 by size 11. And we'll try, syempre, just to be thorough, kung kakasya isang full face helmet. Nope, it's not gonna fit a full face helmet. Nope. Pati ko kakasyang ating angkas helmet. Kasyang kasya. There. Half face helmet it is. Stepboard, size 11. Ayan po. So whole thing already. With this, yeah, typical pang paa talaga. Stepboard dito, sakto lang din. Pang mga size 11. Side panel dito. you got a USB port. And now, I like how this USB port is inside the glove, protected from the rain. I have one saba, two. Yun na yun. Medyo hindi na kaya apat. Sagad na. Tatlo lang talaga. Pakinggan natin ang ating busina. Ooh. May papalitan ba ako dito? Feeling ko wala naman. I like the handlebars. The stem of this is, I mean, I prefer nice, thicker ones. Pero dahil meron siyang ganito dito, aesthetically speaking, parang okay eh. Pasok siya, di ba? The design is, it just fits the whole bike. I think I'll keep the mirror. Okay siya. How do you charge this? Itong blue part, ito pupunta sa outlet mo. Itong may orange band dito, obvious naman eh, di ba? Kukonek mo dito. Just open that thing up and check this out. Look at how this thing opens. Classy. Slow-mo action. And then you take this out and then you put this here. So just a little bit of a heads up here. Obviously this is an electric scooter. I haven't talked to the manufacturer yet and asked them about the whole issue. Paano pag may baha or lusob nyo ba to? Obviously nakita nyo saksakan nandito pa lang. This is obviously not waterproof. I know there's a rubber protector here to keep dust out and moisture perhaps, pero when you're talking about submerged na, obvious bang papasukan niya ng tubig. And common sense, electric scooter to, you don't want it to get that high and, risk damaging the bike, diba? But I think kung mababa lang naman, you talk about small puddles, like really small, mga ganyan lang na tubig, I think it's safe. I wouldn't submerge an electric scooter.
Konsumo naman, maraming claims sa internet na ang range ito before charging can do about 190 kilometers daw. And this is in tipid mode. And siguro kung tipong sobrang tipid mode na talaga, yung tipong 110 pounds ka, baka pwede. Now, I've been in sport mode the whole time, like what I said. Although hindi ko pa nasasagad yung baterya, tansya ko based on dun sa nakonsumo ko, pag uwi ko ng bahay, I feel that I could reach about 80 to maybe 90 kilometers in sport mode. And I'm talking about spirited riding. I'm not really mindful of taking it easy all the time. If I want to accelerate and get out of hairy situations, tansya ko at least for me, mga 80 to 90 ata maaabot ko. 80 kilometers na yon, I mean, if you're talking about uwi, trabaho, uwi, gimmick, it's more than enough. And then by the time you get home, overnight charge mo lang and you're fine. So let's talk about consumption. Ang konsumo nito is 0.0196 kWh to a kilometer. So kung ang average natin with what we spend per kilowatt hour sa Meralco is 10 pesos 0.30, nasa 20 cents per kilometer tayo or 20 pesos per 100 kilometers. So, kita nyo na kung gaano katipid, di ba? So, kung i-compare natin to sa gasolina na scooter, yung konsumo niya, let's say, meron tayong scooter na ang fuel tank niya kaya magkarga ng 3 liters. Tapos, yung konsumo niya is, let's say, average 40 kilometers to a liter. Ang isang full tank mo dun sa scooter na yun, makakatakbo ka ng 120 kilometers. So, 3 liters times 65 pesos to a liter, nasa 195 pesos tayo kada full tank or kada 120 kilometers. Etong Ziho, kung tatakbo ka ng 120 kilometers, ang gagastusin mo ay 25 pesos. Diba? You're comparing 25 pesos versus 195 pesos. Ang layo. Sobrang tipid talaga pag electric. Pero, bago kayo mag-rejoice, here's what we have to take into account. Siyempre, may wear and tear yung baterya. I'm still asking Zio how much is the battery na replacement. But nevertheless, you have to include that in your computations too. Diba? Hindi lang to basta karga yun lang na ubos mo. Siyempre, there comes a time when you need to change the battery, gastos yun, di ba? Pero here's the thing, kung isipin nyo, ganun din naman pala Zake, ba't pa ako lilipat kung ganun din naman yung gastos ko sa dulo? Ito yung maganda dito. Pag degasolina ka kasi, cash ka eh. You're already paying the full amount. Ito, para ka may utang. You're only paying 20 pesos kada 120 kilometers or kung ano man yung konsumo mo kada full tank, diba? Your kurot lang binibigay mo. That's very good kasi you have extra cash on hand to use for other things, right? Pwede ka magdegosyo, pwede kang may emergency ka, or may naitatabi ka na, may naiipon ka na for something else. There's an opportunity, kumbaga may palag ka para palakihin pa yung pera mo kasi hawak mo pa, hindi mo pa binibigay sa gasolinahan. There comes a time when you have to change batteries, you should be prepared for that already. Pero may palag ka nga, you have time to prepare. So that's the good thing about this whole thing.
3, 2, 1, and... 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Walang perpektong motor. And dalawa lang naman yung request ko sa Ziho. First, sana lagyan na nila ito ng ABS. I feel if you put more safety features on a bike that is, electric vehicles is new to a lot of people. Siyempre, pag binombahan mo na ng mga safety features yan, mas nakakainganyo lumipat to electric, diba? Also, malakas talaga tong Scoot na ito. I mean, for its size, yung power to weight ratio niya, I'd say, I'm leaning a lot more to the power versus the weight. Kayang-kaya talaga ng lakas nito yung Scoot niya, yung bigat, plus the rider pa. So, added features. Number 2, I think they can still work on the stability of the bike more. Like what I said, malakas po siya. I think it may be an easy fix. Tingin ko palit gulong lang ito eh. Maybe thicker tires or a wider diameter na wheels. I think that will help in the stability of this bike. Paulit-ulit kong sasabihin, malakas yung bike na to. Di ba? Malakas siya. Now, apart from those two comments, I feel this bike is absolutely stellar. I'm raving about this electric Scoot. Why? You know what? Back in 2014, nasa Taiwan ako and nando kami sa Sun Moon Lake. Umikot-ikot kami doon and nagrent ako ng electric Scoot doon. And I was just so disappointed. Winarn ako ng nagpaparent, you only have 15 minutes or about 15 kilometers and then wala ka ng baterya. And I'm like, huh? And then, binaunan pa ako ng extra battery. Di ba? So yung issue nila doon was battery. It was just, it couldn't hold that much power. Ubos ka agad. And I was like, tagal pa to. Pero ito, sobrang layo. And you know what? Dare say, I think, right now, as of this video, the Ziho is the industry leader. At least in this country, sila na yung the best. Sila yung pinakamagaling na electric Scoot na nasubukan ko so far. Kumbaga, kung meron may hahabulin ng mga ibang brands, Ziho na yon sa ngayon. That said, the future is here already. There's no stopping it. And what's interesting to note, pagdating sa electric vehicles, or at least pag-usapan natin sa mundo ng motor, medyo level na yung playing field. Di na uubra dito yung mga heritage or isang brand na sobrang tagal na nandyan. Kasi these are two different technologies. I'm sure the main brands are working on electric vehicles right now. But then again, sabay-sabay silang nagde-develop ng electric scooters. Sabay-sabay nilang pinag-aralan, sabay-sabay yung research. Medyo pantay-pantay ang labanan. It's not like tipong porket 100 years old na yung isang motorcycle company, automatic pag gumawa sila ng electric scooter, okay na kagad. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Actually, crucial nga tong time na ito eh. If the main brands cannot translate or do a good job with electric vehicles, magkakaproblema sila. Case in point here, di ba? Look at Nokia. They were the industry leader with cell phones. I mean, everybody had the Nokia. Nagpalit na ng technology. Ano nangyari? Wala na. They couldn't keep up. Imagine, Nokia, they were number one back then. So, Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, the big four, I'm holding my breath. Diba? I'm also excited. Yung reputation ba nila, maitatawid yung brand nila from gasoline to electric, a new power source for vehicles? Mangyayari ba sa kanila yung nangyari sa Nokia? We don't know, right? We don't know. But of course, we're all just waiting and seeing as this thing unfolds because everything's really fast. We're talking about all over the world in transition to electric. It's gaining momentum na. And so far, at least here in the Philippines, it's Ziho who is leading the charge. Pun intended.